Media Monday. Never had to do it before, but this week I'm going to be filling in for Aaron, who's apparently sick, and I hope you're feeling better soon. And I hope that my makeshift Media Monday video is like up to standards in comparison, because I didn't know what to talk about. I'm kind of weird, kind of out there. So I'm going to give you three silent films that I love and that you guys should really watch. Numero uno is The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, made sometime in the 1920s. I don't want to really tell you what it's about because I don't want to ruin it, but basically, Dr. Caligari, he has a somnambulist, and a somnambulist is basically like a sleepwalking person, but they're not dead. It's just a sleepwalker, I guess, right? But the somnambulist can predict the future, and the somnambulist's name is Caesar, or Caesar, I don't know how to pronounce that. And he predicts the future, and throughout the movie, things are coming true, and there's like all these twists and turns, and you find out a whole bunch of stuff about Dr. Caligari in the end. The movie leaves you wondering, what the hell? I think that the visuals in that movie are excellent, and I like the creepy music that they chose. Although the first time I watched it, me and my friend didn't realize that my audio input wasn't plugged in, so we thought that there was no music. The second one, which is not so much a horror, which is more what I'm into, but Metropolis from 1927. Um, it's more sci-fi. It's very interesting. Basically, it's this world or this city, whatever you want to call it, and it's divided in like almost an apartheid style, but not by race, it's by class. There's the planners or the thinkers, and they're the people who live above ground, and they live in elegance, and they have a great reputation because they're thinkers, like they're the high standing people of society. And then there's the workers who live below ground, and they run this gigantic, like, a factory. I guess you would call it a factory, but it's bigger than a factory. Basically, the workers want to revolt. My words are not coming out right. And the love interest of the son of the owner of the factory for the underground people falls. Wait. The son of the guy who owns the factory that the workers work at falls in love with this girl who tells the workers not to revolt but to wait for the mediator. But I think it's a great movie, and I don't want to tell you any more about it because there's just you gotta watch them. I don't want to give so much away. And the last one, probably like one of my all-time favorites, is Nosferatu, which was in 1922, and it's basically the original of the original movies based around Bram Stoker's Dracula. I'm just getting lost in my words here. I'm so excited. Basically, it goes through the story of Count Orlok, who is supposed to be like Dracula, but they just changed the name. And he falls in love with a woman, and he moves to be near this woman, and in the end, you realize that women kick ass. So, yeah, that's three silent films that I love, and you should all watch them. But it has to be noted that Nosferatu portrays Dracula or Count Olaf as a completely disgusting creature. If you haven't seen pictures of Nosferatu, um, I'll show you some. And yeah, that's not how I personally perceive a vampire. I mean, like, the first time I ever watched a vampire movie, it was one of the Dracula movies. I can't remember which one, and I have a crap load of them at home. And then you got like Brad Pitt in the Anne Rice movies, and then Stuart Townsend in the next Anne Rice movie, and you're like, okay, these people are like super good looking, and then you have like Jackson Rathbone and Robert Pattinson in the Twilight movie, and anyways, all those movies, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, Metropolis, and Nosferatu, are worthwhile watches. So watch them and love them. Okay, so I always have mistakes in all of my videos, and when I was watching through the Media Monday video, I did notice that I said the wrong name for Nosferatu. It's Count Orlok, not Orlov. I don't know what that was. That's interesting, but yeah, Count Orlok, not Orlov. Just ignore my brain fart. I get nervous. I'm a very nervous person. So I just wanted to correct myself. So anyways, I'm done now. Sorry.
Sunrise, sunset, swiftly goes.